All right, class. So I know we've been going over the food groups quick without looking. Can you name the 5 food groups?
Fruits, grains, vegetables, protein, and dairy.
Good job. So yes, fruits, grains, vegetables, protein, and dairy. Um, and then we talked about My Plate, how it's a nutrition guide or tool that could help us with creating a healthy diet. And then what did we cover last class?
Fruits and vegetables.
Correct. So we went over fruits and vegetables, and we talked about different types of fruits and different types of vegetables, as well as how much you should eat. So like 2.5 cups of vegetables, as well as their benefits. So help with eye health, reducing cancer, can help with heart disease. And then for fruits, um, again, you should eat 2 cups of fruit a day, different colors of fruits, and kind of like a general rule. Also help with eye health, fighting sickness, keeping our bones and teeth strong. We talked about how vitamins, there's different benefits for vitamins, minerals, and how these foods contain um, different variety of these. Do you have any questions going on? No? Okay. So, like I said at the end of class, today we're going to get into proteins and grains. So, we're going to start off with proteins. Um, and just a kind of quick um, picture kind of shows some of the proteins. But so, what food do we get proteins from? Protein can be found in actually quite a variety of food, such as meat, poultry, seafood, beans, and seeds, and nuts, and also eggs contain protein. And actually, I have a list of foods, the top 10 foods that are naturally high in protein. So it'd be lean chicken breast, which in 6 ounces contains 54 grams of protein, pork chops, 53, tuna, 51, beef, 49, tofu, actually firm tofu, 43, lentils, which are kind of a bean, uh, 18 grams of protein, low fat yogurt, 14, grated Parmesan in 1 ounce has 10 grams of protein, seeds, 9 grams, and then egg, uh, 6 to 7 grams of protein. You don't need to remember all those. Just remember what type of foods contain protein. So, what protein does help with is it helps our body with more energy. Also, when we're working out or exercising, it helps with building the muscle back up. So that's why a lot of time when people work out, they take protein shakes, and also it helps fill you up. And then it's also good for skin and your blood, and it helps carry oxygen from your blood. And then it's good for your bones, cartilage, and then also provides a lot of vitamins for the body. So protein, very important, does a lot for us. Um, as you can see, has tons of health benefits. But on the flip side, if we don't consume a lot of protein, then we tend to get a lot more problems, such as edema, which is like uh, get swollen skin or puffy skin, fatty liver, and then how it said is good for our skin and hair. We actually get skin and hair and nail problems if we have a low protein diet. Loss of muscle mass. So if we take it, it helps build it. If we don't take it, we also tend to lose it. And then greater risk of bone fractures. So the recommended amount is you should be, again, this is for adult and on average, uh, you should be eating around 29 grams of protein every day. And then grains. I do have a video. We are not going to watch it. Do you have any questions about protein?
No.
No? Okay. So grains, and specifically whole grains, are good and good source of fiber, and they also help lower heart disease. And some grains are these are some of the healthiest grains. Ooh, screen went out. So some of the healthiest grains are whole wheat, whole oats, whole rye, brown rice, whole grain barley, buckwheat, quinoa, and whole wheat couscous. Did you notice anything about what type of any pattern when listing those grains?
You said whole.
Whole. It's correct. So again, so there's different types of grains, and the whole grains are more beneficial. Um, a lot of grains, sometimes bread, we look at it, it says like white bread or cracked wheat or um, organic. These seem like they're more healthy, or like they could be healthy, but in fact, actually, whole grains are the healthiest. Sometimes, like white bread, it's bleached, which ends up taking out some of the nutrition value, nutrition benefits that it naturally has, which is why it's not as healthy. Um, so then, some more benefits of whole grains, and other ones as such as brown rice, quinoa, are they're packed with nutrients, including, so we just talked about protein, but they could contain protein. Good, again, says a high source of fiber. Talk about vitamins. Contains antioxidants, um, trace minerals such as iron, copper, magnesium, and then also a lack of grains could lead to cardiovascular disease, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, and obesity. So I know there's kind of everything's tying together, what we've been talking about. We talked about vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. A lot of these words are showing up over and over again. And that was because at the very beginning I stated that these foods contain a wide variety of these minerals, vitamins, and they're not just found in one food group or food source. They are kind of spread throughout. So, and then the recommended amount of grains is 6 ounces a day, and that's again of whole grains. Any question about grains? Huh? So what I want you to do is go ahead and then you write your name. So it's kind of egg slip, what we were talking about today. So list your favorite protein or a protein, and then a benefit of protein. If you have any questions, go ahead, raise your hand, or let me know. And then once you're done with the first question, move on to the second one, which is list your favorite grain or a grain and a benefit of that grain, or of grains in general, whole grains. So let's see what you got. So favorite protein would be chicken, and protein we know helps build muscle. And then favorite grain would be quinoa, which is a good source of fiber. Good job. So these are good to remember because for the our next lesson, which is actually our last lesson, we will be building we'll be finishing the last food group that we haven't talked about, which is dairy. And then we will be building our own MyPlate, or using our own balanced meal using MyPlate. So again, these are good to hang on to. So if you want to hang on to that, remember that, because we'll have to create a MyPlate using food from each food group and then write a benefit for each one. But again, we will get into that to next lesson. So, thank you.